EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Houston. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Hey, uno. Here we go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Oh, hey. 12.
On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from the April draft. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. That his first touchdown this year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
All right.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. finds his tight end, Dulcich. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And the Texans have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Already.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Stroud. That is caught to the goal line and in. Paige Stover. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. To throw is Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's complete. Kylan Granson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Lutz's kick is good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is hot. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To the the ground, a first down run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Third down, 3 to go. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he will have the Commanders' first down. They're able to get the third down conversion.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up first and goal. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Oh, hey.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Down the sideline, past the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Hey.
To throw, it's Stroud. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans cut the deficit down to 1.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Daniels. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Third and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Locked to throw on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That is brought in. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. So, here at halftime, It's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Daniels now on first down. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Lock out of the shotgun. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Now Locke. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete. First and 10.
Here we go.
I'll give on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll run again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's Daniels. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Washington. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Locke. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Locke. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lock to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Go!
Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go!
On the bootleg, it's locked. This one complete right side. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On play action, lock. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Let's go!
3rd and long. Here's Locke to throw. And he gets that one complete to Collins. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
On the ground they go. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Let's go now!
Locke working out of the pistol. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but Right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is 1 defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Sack!
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Lock. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Walk to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Daniels. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Slot receiver headed right. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27, a pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion now, it's Collins. A 2nd down throw for Locke. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Locke. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. And he's in! Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will cut it to a 2-point lead. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is Algier. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Second down and 8. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.